The topic, our relationship beautification topic for tonight's show is, what's more important in a committed relationship? Love, care, or selflessness? Well, I started the relationship beautification back in 2012, but I was, discussing relationships and talking about relationships and giving my own ideologies and thoughts and about relationships for many years prior to that. And one of the things that I try to do when I'm dealing with people and their relationships, or people that's looking for relationships, or people that's freshly out of a committed union, is I try to only deal with people that's in a committed relationship or is looking to be in a committed relationship. If you're just dating, or if you're seeing someone, I kind of stay away from those, because you hadn't made up in your mind that you're looking to settle down, or the person that you're with is not someone you want to settle down with. But when you get to the point where the goal is marriage and you're in a committed relationship, or you are married, that's where I come in. And one of the things I try to do with the relationship beautification is to teach the re-education of the relationship. We've lost that now. And I'm not going to blame it all on social media. I'm just going to basically say that human beings today are more selfish with themselves. They're just more selfish today than they ever have been, ever before. I don't know what happened. I think it's, people are so concerned with being let down or being hurt. But being let down and being hurt is a part of life. It's a part of building a relationship. You go to work every day to your job, and at some point your job lets you down, or sometimes your job, don't support you, or sometimes your job don't come through with something that they promised. But yet you still wake up and you go to that job every single day. Why is it that it's so easy to walk away from a relationship? Because you've been let down, or you've been hurt, or you've been disappointed. Because human beings are not perfect. There's nothing about them that is perfect. We wasn't created to be perfect, but yet people want perfect people. So I don't understand that. I don't understand how you can ask for something that does not exist. You can strive for perfection, but wanting a perfect person is something that you're not going to have, because it does not exist. So when I hear women say, I don't want a man that's gonna lie. Well, you don't want a human being, because everybody lies. We all lie. We all fuck up. We all make mistakes. Because human beings are imperfect creatures. There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's no explanation to it. It's who we are from creation. So when I ask the question, what's more important in a committed relationship? Is it love? Is it care? Is it selflessness? Me, I think it's selflessness. People are looking for love. They're looking to be loved. They're looking to be in love. They're wanting someone to love them. But they are forgetting about selflessness, giving up oneself for the other person, saying, I am going to change my mindset, or give in, or compromise, or give up what I believe or think for the betterment of the relationship. Now, I'm not saying that you have to change your character or do something that's against your moral fiber of being. But if you want to be in a committed relationship with another human being, you cannot bring your total self into that union, because that's why you're single, or that's why you're by yourself. That's why you can't keep a mate. It's because you're so concerned on being who you are. Everything on this planet changes. Trees change, flowers change, animals change, cars change. Everything changes for the better. Technology changes. Beds change, floors change, concrete changes. Every single essence, every single entity, every single atom on this planet changes, except humans. Humans don't want to change. And yet you wonder why you have issues in your union. I tell people all the time, the problem is you. If you are having an issue in your union and you don't understand, it's probably because you're not giving up enough of yourself. You haven't taken the relationship seriously enough to say, well, let me try my mate's way for a while. And I'm talking to both parties, men and women. If a relationship is not about you, it's about we. It's about the union of the two people coming together. If you got one particular person that like to do things one way, you got one particular person like to do things another way, and nobody wants to give an inch, you're not going to get anywhere in your union. I understand women want men to do for them and cater and supply all of their needs. But men have needs too, and we have wants as well. But men are not vocal. They're not communicative when it comes to their needs and wants. They might say them, they may mention them, but they don't hold their woman accountable and say, well, baby, I expect this. Women hold men's feet to the fire all the time. A woman will be the first one to say, if you don't do this, such and such. Men have the right to do it as well, but they don't. They just, men throw their hands up in the air and say, well, I'm just going to let her be her, and then he go out and cheat. If the man was more communicative and the woman was more expressive, there would be a lot less cheating, because both parties communicated with what they wanted. Selflessness is hard. It is. Yes, you have to care about that person in order to be selfless when it comes to them. You have to love them in order to be selfless. But without selflessness, there is no true love. There is no care. Because when you say, I love you, and when you say, I care for you, but you're not selfless, it's easy for you to walk out the door when the relationship goes south. Because you held on to the key element that you never gave up. I find that by dealing with relationships and talking with people and being a relationship engineer, that most of the problems outside of money and cheating and being unfaithful is people just selfish. And they don't know that they're selfish. So I tell them that they're selfish. Now, I don't just come out and say, you're selfish. I talk to them. I ask questions. I talk to people. Because one of the things I hear all the time when there's a relationship issue is, I did everything that I could do. And I always tell them, No, you did not. And then they'll rebuttal back, yes, I did. So then I immediately start asking questions, the follow-up questions. And by the time I finish asking my follow-up questions, they realize that they haven't done everything that they say they did in their union. And a lot of things they just won't do because they're selfish. And it's hard for them to accept, well, if my mate asks me to do such and such a so-and-so, whatever it may be, and then you say, well, I don't want to do that, or I don't think I should do that, or that's not who I am. But you're just telling that person, I'm selfish. I'm not going to do what you asked me to do. I am not going to give you those simple pleasures because that's not who I am. That's not how I was raised. It's not the kind of person that I am. Stop for a minute and think about what you just said. Because if your mate asks you for something, it's because they wanted it from you. And when you don't give it to them, that means you just told your mate to suppress whatever they ask for. So you're asking a human being to suppress their wants, their desires, and their needs because you don't want to fulfill them. Because you want to continue doing whatever it is that you want to do. Sometimes I watch these television shows and Maury and all this other garbage, and I don't watch long. I just flip the TV and it's on. And the one thing that I see is two people going back and forth arguing. One talking over the other talking over the other, both of them just going back and forth. But no one is hearing each other. They're just talking. They're lashing out. One trying to be louder than the other. So how is two people trying to out-talk one another, talk over one another, be louder than the other person, trying to so-called get their points out, and you're not listening to the other party? How can you resolve an issue that way? That's why if you're on a debate team, it's about point and counterpoint. I make my point, you listen, you give your rebuttal. But people don't understand that. They just want to talk. They just want to be louder. They just want to just go at each other. You're not fixing the problem. You're not understanding. No one is listening to you because they can't hear you because you're still talking. Your mouth is still open. You're still going back and forth. So you're going to continue to have the same issues in your relationship because you don't want to listen because you're selfish. You're all about you. You're all about what you want. So when you cannot find that mate, it's because you kind of already had them and you lost them because you didn't want to change or appease your mate. I like to give people thought-provoking commentary, mind-probing commentary. Give you something to think about. I'm here to tell you, if you desire to find your mate, someone you want to marry, somebody you want to be with, you have to be less selfish. Selflessness is a trait that you must adapt and bring into your union. I don't mean to do it with everybody you meet, but when your heart and your soul and your spirit tells you, I think this is the person that I want to be with, try being a little less selfish. Try asking that person, both men and women, ask your mate, what is it that I can do to help better this relationship? How can I please you? Tell me. I'm asking you. If you want to go a little further, how about take a notepad, both parties, man and woman, and just write down all of the things that you would like to do for your mate. Then once you write all those things down, hand that sheet of paper to your mate and let your mate go through it, check it off, or add to. And then you both compare notes, and then you work on those things. The ones that you crossed out, the ones that you accepted and added to. Because the one thing about work, being in a relationship, you should treat your relationship like a Fortune 500 company. You want to work hard at it. You want to be diligent at it. You want to give your heart, soul, and spirit to it. You want to bleed for it. You want to shed tears for it. You want to prepare for it. You want to take notes and thrive. All of those things make a successful Fortune 500 company. So why don't you take that same attitude into your relationship? By teaching the re-education of the relationship through relationship beautification, my goal is to tell as many couples or soon-to-be couples, treat your relationship like a Fortune 500 company. If you want success, if you want to thrive, you want to be on top, you want to be financially stable, your relationship is going to require everything that you would think to put into a Fortune 500 company. Homework. Your relationship requires homework. Studying your mate. Everything, listen to your mate. Your mate tells you every single day what they want. If one mate is down, you pick them up. If one mate comes up short, you don't let them go. You support them and you build them back up. Women, and I'm going to throw this in there, women, stop allowing men to walk on the inside. Women do not belong on the outside near traffic. If a man does not know that, you tell him, say, baby, you protect me. I belong on your inside. A woman does not belong by oncoming traffic. That's part of selflessness. Don't be so selfish where you can't tell a man where he's messing up, because he just may not know. And if he doesn't know, somebody has to tell him. So don't be afraid and say, well, it's going to start an argument, or I don't want to hear his mouth. You'll be surprised that if you tell a man, baby, if you do such and such, he might bark a little, but I guarantee you he listens. So when he comes back and says, baby, dear, you didn't do such and such, don't get your feelings hurt. He's only telling you that you messed up as well. A lot of women don't like to be told that they mess up. But you do. It's impossible to be a perfect woman where you never mess up. And you should respect your man to call you on it and say, baby, you messed up on this. And he's only telling you that because he loves you. Because if he didn't love you, guess what? He wouldn't say nothing. So, once again, to to give my answer on what's more important in a committed relationship. Is it love? Is it care? Is it selflessness? My answer is selflessness is more important. So we're coming to the close of the debut of the RLX Radio and Chill show. And I do want to thank all of the listeners that are out there, even though some of you didn't call, we got some text messages, and I would definitely read those later, and I will respond to those text messages, because I actually got quite a few. But I am so glad and so honored to be back on the radio, and because RLX Radio itself has been around for almost 4 years. We'll be 4 years old October the 4th. And October 3rd, I'm sorry. We'll be 4 years old. And to have a live talk show to go with the radio station is something that I've thought about for a while, and we're bringing it back. And we're here, and we're not going anywhere. We'll be here.
Yeah, that would have been sexy.